Elon Musk, born in 1971, was considered unique from a young age. He loved reading books and had an exceptional memory. He even recognized his differences from other kids when he was a child. So when everybody leaves, it is just Elon sitting at home, brushing his teeth. Just a bunch of ideas bouncing around in his head. When did he realize that that's not the case with most people?
I think when I was, 5 or 6 or something, I thought I was insane. Because it was clear that other people did not. Their mind wasn't exploding with ideas. It was just strange. It was like, I'm strange. I don't think you'd necessarily want to be me. It's very hard to turn it off. It's like a never-ending explosion.
Despite his brilliance, he faced severe bullying, which ultimately led to his dislike for school. While we all know he's a genius, was his success solely due to that? People admire his achievements, but there were many failures too. It wasn't just because he was a genius, but also his determination, relentless passion, and unwavering dedication that shaped the Elon Musk we see today. Let's take a closer look at his journey.
Tesla now, whose stock is down 20% in the past 2 months, including a 2% drop today after they announced another round of price cuts.
Because I think it's the most interesting story in the market. It's Tesla. Right now, it hits another new low.
By various metrics, the stock is now trading at its lowest valuation ever, and Elon Musk is no longer the richest man in the world.
You know, there are American heroes who don't like this idea. Neil Armstrong, Gene Cernan have both testified against commercial spaceflight and the way that you're developing it, and I wonder what you think of that.
I was very sad to see that because those guys are, those guys are heroes of mine, so it's really tough. I wish they would come and visit and see the hardware that we're doing here, and I think that would change their mind.
They inspired you to do this, didn't they?
Yes.
And to see them casting stones in your direction.
It's difficult.
Did you expect them to cheer you on?
So they're hoping they would.
What are you trying to prove to them?
What I'm trying to do is to make a significant difference in spaceflight and help make spaceflight accessible to almost anyone.
2008, we had the third consecutive failure of the Falcon 1 rocket for SpaceX. Tesla almost went bankrupt. We closed our financing round 6 p.m. Christmas Eve 2008. It was the last hour of the last day that it was possible. We would have gone bankrupt 2 days after Christmas otherwise. And I got divorced. That was rough. SpaceX is alive by the skin of its teeth, so is Tesla. If things had just gone a little bit the other way, both companies would be dead. Like one of the most difficult choices I have ever faced in life was in 2008. Maybe $30 million left, or $30 or $40 million left in 2008. And I had two choices. I could put it all into one company, and then the other company would definitely die, or split it between the two companies. But if I split it between the two companies, then both might die. And when you put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something, or building something, it's like a child. And so it's like, which one am I going to let one starve to death? I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I split the money between the two. Fortunately, thank goodness, they both came through. The first 3 launches failed, just barely able to scrape together enough parts and money to do the 4th launch. If that 4th launch had failed, we would have been dead. So multiple failures along the way. I tried very hard to get the right expertise in for SpaceX. I tried hard to find a great chief engineer for the rocket. The good chief engineers wouldn't join, and the bad ones, well, there was no point in hiring them. So I ended up being chief engineer of the rocket. So if I could have found somebody better, then we would have maybe had less than 3 failures.
Elon Musk's success can be attributed to several key factors. He is willing to adapt and pivot when necessary. For instance, Tesla started as an electric sports car company, but evolved into a major player in the electric vehicle market. He is also known for his work ethic and dedication. He puts in long hours and is deeply involved in the day-to-day operations of his companies. And lastly, he's not afraid to take calculated risks, even when faced with significant challenges or failures. SpaceX faced multiple rocket failures before achieving success. Despite facing numerous setbacks and failures, including financial crisis and technical difficulties, Musk remains resilient and continues to pursue his goals. There are times in our lives when we may feel trapped in endless darkness, thinking that we can never escape. The world can seem so cold, and the weight of life's pressures can crush us to the point where hope seems lost. However, our inner strength is more powerful than we often realize. If we make up our minds, we can start to change from this very moment. Even small changes, one step at a time, can lead to success. The world has the potential to offer us gifts of success as we continue to make these changes.
When you had that third failure in a row, did you think, I need to pack this in?
Never.
Why not?
I don't ever give up. I mean, I'd have to be dead or completely incapacitated